On October 14, 2025, what began as a peaceful morning in Casteldazzano, a small town nestled just outside the historic city of Verona, Italy, was suddenly and violently interrupted. The tranquility of the Italian countryside was shattered by a devastating explosion that would send shockwaves far beyond the local community. In the aftermath, 3 carabinieri, members of Italy's highly respected militarized police force, tragically lost their lives. 13 more officers were left injured, some with life-altering wounds. The incident has left not only the town but the entire nation in a state of mourning and disbelief. So what exactly happened on that fateful day? Authorities had arrived at a 2-story farmhouse, located about 6 miles from the heart of Verona, to carry out a court-ordered eviction. The property, surrounded by fields and quiet roads, had become the center of a tense legal and personal battle. This was not the first time police had attempted to remove the occupants. Just a year earlier, a similar eviction effort was abruptly halted when those inside the house threatened to detonate explosives, warning authorities that any forced entry would have dire consequences. This time, however, the situation escalated beyond anyone's worst fears, turning a routine legal procedure into a national tragedy. According to law enforcement officials, the farmhouse had been occupied for nearly a year by 2 brothers and their sister. The siblings had refused to leave, despite repeated warnings and mounting legal pressure. Police say that as officers attempted to open the door, they were unaware that the home had been deliberately filled with gas. In a split second, the house erupted in a massive, intentional explosion, catching everyone off guard and leaving little chance for escape. The force of the blast was so immense that it tore through the entire building, instantly claiming the lives of 3 officers and leaving a scene of utter devastation. Emergency responders rushed to the site, but for some, it was already too late. Regional Governor Luca Zaia condemned the act, calling it an absolutely crazy gesture. Local authorities quickly moved in to detain all 3 siblings, who now face serious charges as the investigation continues. While details are still emerging, investigators have confirmed that this was a calculated and deliberate act, not a tragic accident. The motives behind the siblings' actions remain under scrutiny, as police sift through evidence and interview witnesses. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni and Defense Minister Guido Crosetto have both issued heartfelt statements, expressing their deepest condolences to the families of the fallen officers. They have also praised the bravery and dedication of those who serve, highlighting the risks faced by law enforcement every day. The tragedy has ignited a nationwide debate about the dangers police encounter during evictions and the growing tensions surrounding housing insecurity in Italy. Many are now questioning whether enough is being done to protect both officers and vulnerable residents during such high-stakes confrontations. For the families of those lost, and for a community now struggling to come to terms with such senseless violence, the pain is immeasurable. Vigils have been held, and flowers laid in memory of the officers who made the ultimate sacrifice. Investigators are now working tirelessly to piece together the events that led to this deadly explosion. They are examining whether warning signs were missed, and if more could have been done to prevent such a catastrophic outcome. The hope is that lessons learned here will help prevent future tragedies. As Italy mourns, the focus has shifted to supporting the victims' families and the wider community. There is a renewed call for reforms to ensure that law enforcement and civilians alike are better protected, and that tragedies like this never happen again. Thank you for watching. We'll continue to bring you updates as more information becomes available. Please subscribe to stay informed on this story and other important news from around the world.